All right, guys, stay focused. Our second lesson is about medium viscosity, correct? I mixed Art Pro from Artola or Ryan Art Company and didn't let it set. Remember, folks, the serving effect, in this case mine that I'm showing you, doesn't require the resin to have a set life. It's ready as soon as it's mixed. The only thing is it shouldn't be cold. As discussed, I didn't heat it. Component A is at room temp, near the heater. It's 6 p.m. now, but this morning I turned the heater to 27 degrees for about 90 minutes to warm up all the resin. That's enough to heat component A. I did nothing else. I'm mixing exactly 0.500 grams of resin in a large round mold and a small one. I'll show you both sizes, how the pattern behaves. Now for coloring, we'll use the same process, of course. I'm fighting the urge to add pearl, but no, we must follow the exact colors and techniques. Here's the pouring scheme so you understand how this effect works. Okay, let's start coloring. First is stained glass black. By the third pour, you'll know the colors, pigments, and amounts by heart. I'm using 2 molds, so I'll have more, but I'll explain the measurements for each mold. The second color is stained glass sea wave. Third is white. I'll leave resin for blending. Now I'm coloring the first with stained glass black. I'm only using black pigment. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drops. I pour confidently because I know it's not too dense. We mix. You know, medium resin is ideal to start with. It's the best for beginners. I tell all my students this because it mixes well with all pigments I've used, including acrylics. It gives great color. It behaves well, predictably, and is very controllable. It's not like a capricious medium or quick-setting thick one. We'll check all resins and see how each one behaves. We'll keep the fork. It'll be useful. Now, sea wave wine, I meant to say light hints. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drops. We mix, and white as usual, dense. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 drops here. We need to stir longer here. Take our time because, you know, cloudiness isn't so bad in some designs, though still unpleasant. But in serving designs, it can cover your whole pattern. So be careful, mix well at the resin mixing stage. At the mixing stage, we carefully execute each process, closely monitoring every movement. Now let's clean the mold with our tape using gentle motions. Of course, I'm doing this for the video with the camera positioned above me as I work over the molds. In practice, it's best not to do it this way because everything you do, all your movements, falls into the mold. It's better to cover the molds while working, yes, cover them, then mix everything and put it back or create all our color effects side by side. So we've mixed and planned. Then we mixed everything and put it back. or created all our color effects side by side. So I mixed it, thought out the middle, removed unnecessary stuff, checked the level, and mixed the resin again. Checked for threads in the clear walls and cups. If there are threads, we mix more. We can remix the pigment just in case. Carefully pour the black resin in a thin stream. Try to pour evenly, don't rush. Add a thin stream where it's thinner, like on the second mold. Now the turquoise slowly. Let it spread out. See how careful I'm being to get it right. Due to the small area, we're pouring very evenly. Turquoise again. I want to even out this color here. Yes, that's it. Now right at the edge, but not touching the clean part. We're pouring our white tears, 5, 6. Also, think about the middle right away. Pour clear resin in the center. I want to make a sandy texture first. Just a bit. Now, add some gold, but less. See, I'm making a large center. Now with turquoise stones, I'll carefully spread the stones so they don't stick out. I might also add a background to increase the mold's thickness. Let it all polymerize. Guys, these are the steps from our first liquid resin lesson. I made the edge with gold leaf and applied the final resin in layers as we did before. Now I want to make an inlay on a large dish to show you. Look, we're not decorating or adding elements to the wet finish resin. We know that the finish isn't done at all on wet resin. We let it sit, it's like honey. We apply it, and after 10-15 minutes, we remove bubbles. After another 20-25 minutes, we can check how mobile the resin is, how it reacts. Only then do we set the inlay, because if the resin is still moving and not set, it'll ruin your inlay. The place where you want to use stones, and second, they'll create pressure. The resin will flow, so be careful with this. Always start with large stones. I have this glass chip here, and I want to combine brown and gold. First, I'll place the big stones, probably somewhere around here. Along the edge, I'm making a chaotic smile. That's enough. Now the big gold stones, my main composition, as you can see, it's like the main composition of large stones spreads out from the center, then smaller stones thin out towards the end of the smile, creating a scatter. But don't overdo it so it doesn't get messy. Now I'm sprinkling small turquoise stones inside, the ones I used in the middle. Experiment, create, mix, add different colors to make it interesting and eye-catching, you know? It's a deep world, not just a simple pour. First, we add large stones, then an interesting middle layer, then a pattern. You want to dive right in? Wow, it's beautiful. I'll let it cure and go. Such beauty we have here. Everyone can do this. I can't wait to see your work. Try new shapes, colors, and resins. You know how each resin behaves. I'm excited to see. Have a great day, folks. Follow instructions, warm up, clean and dust the room, avoid moisture. Good luck.